I am a fan of Red Dwarf, particularly what I'm going to call classic Red Dwarf, and many years can elapse in which I don't watch Red Dwarf 7 onwards. In the last such interim, I became acquainted with and then really got to grips with Pride and Prejudice. And coming back to Red Dwarf 7 Beyond a Joke, I was curious to see how much I thought they'd got the portrayal of Mrs. Bennet and her daughters right. It's easy to remember that Mrs. Bennet, who does a lot of talking, comes across as silly as she needs to for this Red Dwarf episode, where the nuances of the book really aren't important. It's also easy to remember that there's a reading sister with glasses on, and you think, okay, that's Mary. The next thing I was looking for was how many silly, giggly ones are there? There ought to be two, Kitty and Lydia. And the answer is two. And the sister behind them, if you didn't know, if you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't notice she wasn't joining in and being silly and giggly too. But she's not. She's smiling politely. So that has to be Jane. Polite, amenable, sensible, but not outspoken Jane. When the group moves off, Kitty and Lydia are each hanging onto an arm of the cat. And that is exactly right. The cat is dressed as a soldier, like Mr. Wickham. The cat is very shallow. Soldiers in this book are rather shallow, and so are Kitty and Lydia, and they very much admire soldiers. And the cat very much likes to have two silly, giggly women hanging off his arms. Lister is not a shallow character, and he's dressed more as a gentleman, like a Mr. Darcy or a Mr. Bingley. And he's walking along with another sister and seemingly having a proper, interesting conversation. They both seem interested in what the other has to say. And I think, yes, that's Lizzie. She's deep, she's thoughtful, she's an intelligent, thinking person, and so is Lister. And they seem really to be getting on with each other. Jane hangs about at the back so she can be the first to get picked off by Crichton. Then Lizzie hangs back a bit to admire the scenery, live in the moment, and she's the next to be picked off by Crichton. And I think I've got it right. And then Mrs. Bennet confirms.
Where on earth did Lizzie and Jane disappear to such rudeness?
So did Red Dwarf put sufficient effort into characterising the Bennet sisters? Yes, I think they did. And now I am actually quite intrigued by the possibility of a real friendship between Dave Lister and Elizabeth Bennet.
Then perhaps you can begin to understand why the book is such a masterpiece.